Welcome back to CCRPG. We are returning to our team, the Quartz, as they work to free the Amethyst from the control of the Nobilis affair. They have made great strides in that direction as of the end of the last episode, as we watched them just recently free and equip the team of Chris Tilden. With their support now sweeping through other parts of the ship with other goals, that frees up our pilots as they start making their way forward towards the bridge. That is where we're going to rejoin the team. You have parted from Chris Tilton and his team, who are stationed at the armory that you last took over. And you have made clear that as you head towards the bridge, you would like to try and deviate from the course slightly, because along the way is Ursil's team, or at least that's what you've been told. Ursil and his team are smaller, much smaller than Chris Tilton's team, but are kind of like the special ops team. They are very skilled, but they have been put under heavy guard. What is your plan for approach?
Well,
anyway, we will just start blasting.
Maybe, but I'm kind of hoping that by the time we get there, I don't know what the distances are, but by the time we get there, that Torsay may hopefully even be in position at Shields to give us more information, but if not, then I say just approach carefully. Not so that we can get the upper hand on them if we can. But
yeah, I guess we'll want to just get a sense of the situation once we get nearby. And improvise what we do best.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
The Nobilis affair doesn't have enough people to be also patrolling the hallways, right? Like,
as of right now, you have not seen. There were some patrols you avoided by taking Jean's route to get to the armory, but you have not seen many. As far as you're aware, the Nobilis affair would be spread fairly thin to cover all of the Amethyst.
Yeah, and they probably have just larger congregations in areas that they decidedly need to lock down, right?
Remember, this is only two ships who are guarding the Amethyst right now. Cass has told you that Heathcote has gone to get more people. You're not sure exactly how many people, but more.
Yeah. Enough, essentially, is the answer, right?
Yeah.
You can wait and find out.
Let's not.
Part of me kind of wonders how many people are on the ship. I mean, I assume it's a non-trivial amount, but I'm just kind of curious. We probably don't know that, though.
You know, Torsay could probably give us that answer, but let's deal with the situation at hand.
Yeah, it doesn't really change anything at the moment.
Let's just think of it in terms of scales with fake numbers, right? Let's say like the normal ship is like 100 to 150 people, and they have two of those. The Amethyst would probably need 1,000 to maybe 5,000 people to run, right?
It is that size of ship. Yes, it is enormous.
Right, so they definitely don't have enough to run it, and that means they don't have enough to guard everything perfectly. That's why we're even making headroom in the first place, I think.
Cool.
All right, so we are going to head towards our next destination then. So do we want to get there quickly, or do we want to act unseen or unheard? Essentially, do we care about speed, or do we care about still avoiding patrols?
I'm going to focus on getting there quickly. How about you be the nervous little Nelly that you are and make sure that we do it carefully?
Okay, I can. Sure. Let's do the act unseen or unheard. I will try to send us down what I think are safer paths. Hopefully the patrols haven't caught on.
All right, excellent. We'll start with that then.
24.
Nice.
A natural 22.
Very nice.
And it is because Jean has done so well in keeping you unseen or unheard that you all notice something. As you work your way towards the front of the ship, you pass by an area where you've kind of ducked to one side where you're like, okay, well, I guess we need to keep moving forward here. But Jean's actually like, let's go this way instead. And as you do, you observe something that you narrowly avoided. As you get ready to peek out of another hallway further down the ship, it seems that your diversion from the main path was helpful, as you see retreating back down the ship away from you a floating metal drone of some sort. And it's the first one of these you've seen. From a distance, you see it, you catch a glimpse of it as it passes the corner, but there appears to be patrol drones they've set up towards the front of the ship. You've avoided one, but you'll have to keep your eyes out for more.
Oh, fantastic. Just what we needed. Drones.
We've had bad experiences with drones based on the last... Well, I would say based on the last mission, but we were a different crew then.
Based on some people I don't know.
I bet somewhere out there are people who had difficulty with drones.
Jake goes into a tangent on an Astro Jam movie involving drones.
I mean, I'd be shocked if there weren't drones in one of the Deathbot... Well, there's only been one Deathbot Chronicles movie, I guess, but I'd be shocked if there wasn't one in them.
There's been two.
I thought the second one was never made.
The second one I think was made, and they're making a third one now without Astro.
The second one was never finished.
No, you're right. The second one was never finished, and yeah, that's when he got blackballed by in the middle of production of the second.
No. You see,
that
you
is
see
the
Jake?
movie they're looking to finish now without you.
Yeah. They're basically reshooting it. Yeah.
World building, political stuff, high importance names. We struggle. The fucking Deathbot Chronicle movies and the order they were made in, not a problem. We know it. We're good.
All the alert movies, like Chuck is up on all that. He has them written down somewhere, I think.
Yeah. Actually, I forgot that. What was it? Space Hard. I gotta add that to the list now.
Oh yeah, Space Hard.
Anyway,
John McSpace. Not even clever.
It's such a great movie title. It's like, this isn't even clever, guys, but come watch it.
All right. I think we need to watch out for these drones. Trying to think if there's a way we can maybe detect them.
If only we had some sort of drone expert with us.
I know that's why I'm like,
that'd be great.
Wondering if I could pull something out of my ass, I'll say, let me just pitch an idea here. Not saying we have to do this, but if we were able to disable one of the drones, could I dissect it or whatever, figure out what frequency it's communicating on, and maybe use that information to ping or locate other drones?
Absolutely, you could.
Okay. I'll say this. I'll say if this might be more complicated than just trying to avoid them. But if we wanted to get a good sense of these drones, you can capture one of them for me. I'm pretty sure I could get real-time information on the location of all the drones on the Amethyst, or at least the ones that are within range of our current location.
Well, that's a great plan, but let's leave it to when we encounter a drone we don't think we can get past. That drone, Gene looks behind, has already passed. I don't think chasing it down is a good idea.
No, yeah, you're right. I'm just saying, if it comes up, I think I could do this. Meantime, I think what I will do is, as we continue moving on, I'd just like to do a spot check to see if I can spot any of these drones before we intersect paths.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I was going to ask for someone to do a pilot check of some sort now that you are aware of the danger to navigate it. So, absolutely.
Yeah, my get somewhere quickly felt pretty bad after the drone, so.
I rolled a 21.
21. Nestor, you, even without having one to clue you in on where the others are, you start thinking in terms of how you would set up patrols for them. Being a drone specialist yourself, you're like, okay, we know we haven't seen them up until now. They seem concentrated towards the front of the ship. You start doing some scenarios in your head trying to figure out how they've set things up. And you believe that, like, okay, they're probably, patrolling fairly regularly to give a fairly updated, like, refreshing map of the area they're going through. Unless they set them to random or something like that specifically to be confusing, you have a fair sense of, like, how often you should be on the lookout for them. The only thing you don't have is, like, you don't know how all in they are on them, right? So you don't know how many to expect. So this isn't quickly, but it is safely. You are able to come up with, like, okay, if they have a ton of these, this is what we have to look out for. This is how often we can expect them. This is what we need to look for before we leap. And Nestor is able to be like, okay, based on how recently we've seen the last one, I'm expecting a new one and things like that. Nestor is able to give you basically some timings on moving.
Yeah. This would be the optimal deployment pattern that patrolling drones would use in this situation.
Exactly. All right. And you all move forward towards where you believe Andrade's team is holed up. On your way there, not Andrade, your Sill's team.
Right.
As you move towards where Sill's team is holed up. As you are advancing, eventually, you will all hear over the line.
You cut
Quartz,
off.
come in. This is Constellation.
I think we lost him.
Hello?
Or did I get cut off? Okay.
It was Discord. Okay. I looked over and I saw the little voice connecty lines for Discord were gray. Not red, not yellow, gray, as in off.
Offline.
Yeah. There I am. Okay.
All right, you can all hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
you sound good.
All right, what was the last thing you heard?
Advancing.
Yeah.
Okay, as you're advancing, eventually you all hear over your comms, Team Quartz, come in. This is Constellation.
I'll answer. Team Quartz here.
Constellation is Torsay's call sign.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I am all logged in. They got me down to shields, and things are okay here. Everyone's like on edge, expecting some repercussions, but I am hooked into the network. Give me an idea of where you are on the ship so I can try and pull that section up.
I think I need to start deferring to Gene for where we are now in this ship, because I think he knows it better than anyone else. So-
I would give a general description of where I think we are.
Okay, absolutely. That is enough. Torsay is able to go, okay. Okay, good. You guys are really getting up there. Okay, you are going to be looking for Ewer's team, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You aren't very far away. I am able to tell there are two teams guarding that position and some large energy signal.
Is it one of the drones, maybe?
You guys have been running into drones?
There was a patrol drone we avoided earlier. Nestor's been calculating their patrol patterns, and been trying to avoid them.
That is good to know. Give me a minute.
Nestor will say, I wouldn't expect a large energy signature from just those drones, so unless they're all congregated.
Maybe it's a weapon or a bigger drone,
Could be.
or both.
All right,
a
got
bigger
'em.
drone with a weapon.
All right. Drones taken care of.
Wait, that's
Nice.
it?
Oh yeah, no, I got him.
You are the best guy in a chair we've got, Torsay.
Hey, I'm a lady in a chair. And get me a chair. This sucks.
Like, you've been standing the entire time?
Yeah, there's no chairs down here.
This ship sucks.
Anyway,
Thank you,
yeah, I took
Torsay.
out the drones.
Yeah.
Can you tell if they're mobilizing or if they know what's going on yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think they haven't turned on the general alert across the ship, because I think that would just alert us that they've been alerted. But I have found a way to overhear them. There are some comms open around the ship that they probably don't know about, so I've just turned them on and I'm listening to people talk to each other. So I'm not logged into their comms, but I can hear them talking.
All right. Well, let us know if you hear anything we need to know.
They are looking for people. I think some of them are holding up in more defensible positions, especially around the main systems. And around the people who were captured.
Yeah.
Yes, that's actually exactly what I was going to say. It sounds like they're expecting reinforcements, so they're on guard.
Okay. Is there anything else you can tell us or help us up ahead, you think?
Yes, I can give you general locations. She will tell you about where people are deployed around your SIL segment. In fact, you are happy to receive this information because it is more spread out and more populous than the last few things that you've liberated. As you've moved towards the front of the ship, it is like triple the amount of people you had to go through to get to the armory. She goes, okay, so there's a team here. There's two at this corner. Looks like there is a few in the rooms with yours team. There's this large energy signal that's just out the front door of where they're holding yours team. And then it looks like there's some patrols who are going back and forth between this area and further up the ship.
The large energy signature, any idea what that could be?
Oh, it could be so many things. It's not hooked into the ship systems, so I can't see it. It looks like, they were controlling the drones via some remote systems I was able to take out. Well, not take out, but they won't find you. Anyway, no, it's just a big, large energy signal. It could be a huge turret. It could be, I don't know, someone
Could be a mech.
in like... I guess it would be a little small, but I was going to say, yeah, they could fit like some sort of like advanced loader mech or like it could be like an advanced hard suit. It could be, there's so many things it could be. Some high energy system. Hell, it could even be a bomb.
Okay, I think I get the idea. It's probably nothing good.
Why would you want to bomb them if they're trying to take the ship? Though a bomb would be the worst thing you'd want to have in here.
Well, depending on the size, if they're only blowing up the area that we're going to, small price to pay for the entire ship.
Yeah, you got me there.
Anyways, remember also, they will destroy this ship if it means not letting us still have it.
I've also been able to backdoor into a few of the ship's systems from here. I don't know how effective it will be, but I can definitely do some things they won't expect. So if you need some distractions or if you don't know what to do, hit me up. I am monitoring your position.
Do you happen to have an idea for Cass's team coming up towards us? How long that'll take?
Oh, yeah. They left here when I got here. So they're on the way to your position. But, I mean, unless you want to wait for them, it's going to be a little bit yet because I just got all logged in.
I understand. I'll keep in touch, but I'm sorry to ask, but if you can, I assume you're already working on it, help the other teams. Getting sensors and weapons secured is going to be important, I think.
Okay. If that is the case, I am going to coordinate then with Mr. Tilton and see what he needs. And that does mean that if you need something, I won't be glued to what's happening up there. So contact me if you need my help.
I will. I understand.
All right. I'll see what I can do from here. Good luck.
You too.
All right. Torsay is going to expend her efforts helping where needed for now.
All right. As we approach, any ideas?
Well, I guess my idea depends on what it is that giant energy signature would be. Because right now, the only thing I can do is hope we stay out of sight.
If it is some sort of loader, mech, or movable in some ways, I'll try to set up, and if we can lead it around a corner to us, then I'll see if my new rifle will be able to do anything to it.
I look over at Nestor and I go, Nestor, maybe you should stay back if it's one of those.
Yeah, just give you take a shot at that head. Maybe take it a little easy for a bit.
I do still feel a little woozy.
Well, there you have it.
Also, I was going to say this before, but back when we were in the armory, do you think they... this would just be for flavor. This wouldn't correspond to any HP, but do you think they had any first aid where he could have like bandaged up his head a little bit? So it's
Probably.
not like just...
Yes.
Yeah. Just a bloody mess. So, yeah, he has like a bandaged head. He's like half a mummy head. Well,
are the guards spread out enough that we could fight a team at a time? Or are they...
Based on Torsay's information, you have a general sense of where you'll encounter each grouping of resistance. They are spread out in this area, but in much greater number than you've encountered so far. It is conceivable that you could take down these groups individually, but each group is like 3 people, right? So there's a high probability of them being able to alert someone else if you cannot take out all 3 instantly, like instantaneously with each other. So how I'll tell you this is distributed from a narrative standpoint is like there's a group you'll probably encounter upon approach. There is another group who is like main guard, like at the door itself. There is the mysterious energy signal. There is a group guarding inside. And then there is another group or 2 that is patrolling between this site and the bridge at the front of the ship. So whether or not you encountered those groups or whether they're called in as reinforcements is partially due to timing and how well everything else goes.
Besides the bridge, what is like the closest system in this area we're in?
Let me take a look.
I don't like the fact that there are people inside the room. If we can start the fight inside there, taking them out, that would actually be best, because I'm worried they're going to just execute them if we start fighting.
I mean, not only that, I just
wonder if we could get into the vents again.
Man, those look, if it gets us into the room, it's something we should probably consider. But Nestor, your vent obsession, we're gonna have to talk about that later.
Well, ever since what's her name, Jake. Sorry, Jake. The head wound's badder than I thought. Ever since Jake did it that one time, I've been thinking about it, and it was pretty cool.
I mean, they wouldn't put him in movies otherwise. Am I right?
Yeah, I guess you got a point there.
So consulting the information I have.
Sorry, go ahead.
So consulting the information I have, the 2 closest big things on the ship to you is, well, one, this is unhelpful. The bridge, like you're approaching the bridge. The bridge is at the fore of the ship. That is the closest main system to you. If you backtrack and go completely away from the bridge, but still closest to you would be sensors. Which is where you sent one of the teams. Yeah. But you would have to backtrack a bit. You would have to retrace your steps to head back in that direction. So sensors and the bridge are the 2 closest main systems.
Well, the reason I'm asking, and Nestor will say to the others, with sensors is not too far from our position here. Maybe if we wait till that one team attacks sensors, it might pull some people away from the position here.
That's a thought. Yeah, no, that's a good. That's a good thought.
It is, and if we need to go loud and fight them, we can. The downsides to that is, one, it will take time. And the more time we take, the more likely it is that Heathcote come back, and we don't want that. And 2, we don't know the kind of state they're going to be in, or if they'll have enough people to guard sensors after they take it. So moving them away from sensors at key moments right now, when we need to hide their information, could be risky. They could answer it with a patrol of their own and just take it back if we don't have people holding it.
Oh, no, I'm saying not moving people away from sensors. I'm saying like maybe we wait for sensors to get attacked and see if that pulls any of the bad guys away from this position.
I see. That's
use it as a feint,
sense.
in other words.
in the meantime, I like that. In the meantime, if we stay busy, Torsay said she disabled the drones.
She said she didn't actually say specifically. She implied that they won't find you.
Okay.
Interesting.
You could call her back and ask her what that means if that
could mean
impacts your decisions.
I'm just wondering if she's able to control it enough to send it into them.
Send
sure,
a drone into them?
Yeah, one of their patrol drones. With a few grenades on it, maybe.
Sure.
Constellation.
Yeah. That drone that's not going to find us, is it because it's disabled? What did you do to it?
Oh, I found the routines they were using to set up their automated sweep patterns, and I just have them diverted away from you. So they won't notice there's a problem unless they are paying very close attention. They think their security sweeps are sweeping effectively. I just am rerouting them around you, so it looks like they're still searching and not finding.
Okay. That's all.
Okay. I mean, it sounds like you needed that for a reason.
There's a lot of guards here, and we were thinking about using it as a distraction. But I'm worried it's going to take time away from you that you could be doing something else more useful on. But if you can send a drone this way that we could interact with it for a moment, Nestor might be able to take it from there. Is that possible?
Okay, I mean, I could totally divert one in your path and just tell you where it's coming from. Do you just want to ambush it and take it out, or do you need me to somehow deactivate it? I mean, one takes more effort than the other.
Well, we were hoping to put some good old-fashioned explosive on it in a particular direction.
Nestor, do you think you'd be able to interact with it?
Yeah, so let me ask this. Nestor got a look at one of the drones. Is he familiar with this kind of drone?
Enough so that he would be able to figure out how to control it if he had access to one.
Okay, and would it be fair to say he might have a good idea of how to approach the drone without it detecting him right away and attempt to deactivate it?
It would still be a chance and rely on your physical skill, but you would be better at it than others.
Okay.
Like, you could still fuck it up, but you have a chance.
Nestor says it's possible. If I can get my hands on one of these drones, I can rewire it to do exactly what we're saying. Send it on a kamikaze mission.
That sounds like a good idea. If you just want to deactivate it, I can just set one on a path that'll go by you guys, and you can take care of it from there. If you need me to send one to you, deactivate it, and then send it somewhere specific, I could do that all from here, but it would have to be the thing I'm focusing on. So whichever way you want to take this.
Can you bring it over to us and then on our signal, just overload it with garbage data? It might delay it long enough for Nestor to get into it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. I found one. ETA 2 minutes.
Anything we should be watching out for, or it will be pretty obvious when it's coming around?
I am going to make it so they don't notice anything's wrong for as long as possible. So hide yourself so that it doesn't see you, because I'm kind of diverting it in your direction, but I'm going to leave its sweeping and camera systems and sensors on. So don't get seen, and then on your signal, I'll send a burst at it to knock it down.
Yeah, I'll hide. I'll
sort of coordinate with Torsay and say I'm gonna be around this corner. Where's the drone coming? Okay, I'll on the signal I'll come out and try to disable it.
Okay, this, because you've coordinated well and Torsay is taking her time out to help set the first part of this up for you, is going to you're going to be able to hide effectively. That's not going to be too hard. This is going to provide Nestor one pilot check to start with that is not dangerous. So you're going to get one check to start this whole process where the drone will essentially be deactivated if you work fast enough. That'll be good. But basically she can give you a good opening at the beginning.
Okay.
So awesome. What does this look like, Nestor?
So as the drone starts coming down the hallway and we're hiding, Nestor will be waiting like at a corner intersection, like just behind a wall. As it like comes up flush to Nestor's position, we'll give Torsay the signal. She'll overload it with garbage data, and Nestor will jump out behind the drone and start to disable it. So
you hear the drone go beep-doo as it like hovers in the air weirdly and like stops going forward, and then you jump at it.
Yeah. So like he probably is like, okay, most drones like this, they have the like a little panel in the back that if I remove and quickly, detach this wire, it will disable it completely, and then I can try to rewire it. So he gets to work, and I think this will be a hacker fix.
Yes. It is not dangerous because that is the help that Torsay is providing. She's giving you the opening here. And because you're specifically a drone specialist, I am activating your scientist background for you to provide you accuracy on this.
Awesome. Okay, let's do it. 11. Wow, I needed that accuracy.
You needed all of those bonuses.
Yeah, I needed every single thing.
That was a 3 plus a 2 plus a 6 from the accuracy.
Yeah. Whew. I like seeing all those things actually like helping,
Made a difference. Yes.
Yeah.
And Torsay goes, okay, well, it is definitely offline. I don't see it anymore, so you must have it.
Yep.
You're the best. Thank you, Torsay.
I'm the best. Talk to you later. She switches comms.
All right. Now that I have it, I just need to try to reprogram it. So it'll go where I tell it to go.
All right, you have access to this drone. What do you plan to do with it?
I want to, first of all, let me think. So if we wanted to fly into a team and explode.
We're all imagining the drone from Star Wars, right? On Hoth, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
almost exactly
the, like,
what I'm
droid,
thinking of.
Right?
Yeah.
It is kind of like that. I had those in mind when I was thinking of this, honestly. This is probably a little bit more unidirectional, so it's probably not a big floating like disc that looks in all directions, but it is similar to that.
I kind of just imagine it like that without the legs, maybe. But I don't know. So is it possible to program it to like explode by itself? Like, can I overload it? And
you can. It will be of an effect. It is not made to be an explosive.
Right.
So it depends on what you're going for there. If you want it to be like the main point of it is to be like a big explosion, that will be of limited effectiveness. It doing something unexpected will be very surprising. Like you could definitely catch people off guard with it. It is not a grenade.
Okay. I'm going to approach this from like a creative invention angle. Can I spend a little time like kind of open up the the drone, and put a grenade inside of it, and sort of like hotwire some crude mechanism that would pull the pin of the grenade from within the drone.
Okay. I'm going to say this is probably an invent or create.
Yes. I agree.
Let's see how effective your device is.
Okay.
You're going to invent new devices, tools, or approaches to the problem.
I am. I rolled a 17.
Okay, on a 17, you open up, you find some spare space inside the drone. You're like, okay, well, if it's not surviving the day, it won't need these anymore. And you like start cannibalizing some of its pieces and taking them out and be like, okay, well, it doesn't, okay, and I can use this and repurpose this, and okay. And you realize, yes, you can do it, but it's going to make it harder to pilot because you need to remove some of its motor systems to provide something internally that will move in such a way that it pulls the pin on the grenade, right? Yeah. So it's like, okay, it will just make it harder to pilot because now you've had to repurpose some of the controls. That's like, well, now instead of like pitch and yaw, I have pull pin or not pull pin as the control, you know?
Okay, makes sense, but it will do what I want it to do. Mm-hmm. I'll say, okay, I think this will do the trick. It might be easiest if we find a straight hallway that leads to where we want it to
go. Shouldn't be too hard, hopefully. Hopefully they won't shoot it down if they see the drone coming down the hallway. But, you know, it's their own property, so maybe they won't suspect it. Don't know.
That's true. We might want to have it not visible until the very last minute, on the other hand. I don't think...
as a reminder, there are a couple of groups ahead of you. One is the group you will encounter on the way to like Sill's position. Mm-hmm. There is the group just outside the room, the group in the room, and then 2 patrols going to this sector and the bridge. So if you want to, let me put it this way, either you can figure out how to use it on that first group or figure out how to take on the first group without using it if you want to save it for one of the other groups. But you are going to probably encounter that first group regardless.
Okay. The groups that are patrolling, we don't necessarily have to encounter them. Like,
not as part of this encounter, like before you get to Sill's group, but they're up here and right, like.
Yeah, they could be
once things start popping off, they might get called down, or they might take position ahead of you. Maybe they go to reinforce the bridge. You don't know how they're going to respond until things start happening.
Right.
But the fact that you know all these groups exist is because Torsay was able to find them for you.
Gene, do you know a way into the room that they're holding still? Other than the door there?
I'm going to say probably, but I think I don't know. How do you want me to rule this, Bob?
So, Gene, the simple answer is you know the answer, and the answer is unfortunately no. Okay. This is a well-defended forward room. They've basically taken over some of the they're not. If this was still a ship controlled by Corsec, these would be like officer suites. Yeah. Right. Like the people who control the ship. Right. This is probably where the captain and the pilots and like the higher level officers of the ship would have rooms. That's kind of what they're being used for now. This is where the squad leaders have rooms and like the more important people who come and go on the ship where they like set up shop and stuff. So they're being held in like rooms that have a single entrance and exit.
So I really would have had no reason to come down here and explore, essentially.
That's correct. The only
Makes
person
sense.
in your group who would have a whole lot of reason to come up here is probably Rock, and any of you who were going to look for Rock because you had to talk to him about something while you were stationed on the ship, which isn't often.
Right, so Rock probably has the most information about this area.
I would say so.
My thought is we use the drone against the first group. Right now they're on alert, but they're not necessarily expecting us. Our best chance of taking, if we engage with them directly, we run the chance of them being able to alert the others and alert the people inside the room who could execute the prisoners.
Okay. I do have another idea.
Let's hear it.
It would only get rid of this first group, and it would keep one of us busy, though.
Okay.
Yeah. What you thinking?
Gene, are you faster than me?
That's a good question. I certainly could probably dodge better than you. Maybe.
Let's do a quick foot race. On your mark, get set, go!
Their orders are to hold and protect at the moment, I'm sure. But if they see a single person coming by, I'm guessing that first group will trust their colleagues to hold their position and chase after the person they see, right?
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Even if they don't all go, that person, whether it be you or me, Gene, could run straight to Cass's group.
Okay. That seems reasonable, as Gene looks very uncomfortable with the situation.
It's not great, but it does hopefully get rid of that first group on a wild goose chase, but it's going to leave you out of it for a while if you do it. I can do it too if you want. I can try.
So essentially you just want me to get their attention and run the fuck away.
This is Scooby-Doo ass moment here, if you ask me.
Oh, well, it's a good thing I'm Shaggy.
Yeah.
They're gonna be running in and out of doorways, bumping into each other. It's gonna be crazy.
One doorway they
come
run
out
out
different
of, you're gonna see like the DBC crew chasing people,
Yeah.
and be like, "We're not in this episode."
Exactly.
The next door they run in, you're gonna be on the live set of DBC 2.
Suddenly there's a
Sorry,
dog.
wrong set. Right, no, but then, if there's one less people, the three of us can take them out and then send the drone into the main group. That's, I think, our best chance.
All right. I kind of reach down. You see Gene grab one of the riot grenades. He goes, "I think I can get their attention with this, don't you think?"
Oh yeah.
Say so.
I don't know what they have, if they have like the gas masks and everything, but if nothing else, it'll slow them down.
Well, the point really, I guess if I'm doing this, the point really isn't to slow them down, but to get their attention.
Yeah.
Although we still need to get through.
That hallway, yeah.
Yeah.
The less armed you are, the less likely they are to shoot at you, at least. Because if they think you're unarmed, speaking of which, I'd probably want to take or have one of us hold on to your main gun. Do you have two? What do you have?
I have 2, yeah.
It's up to you if you want to keep that or not. I don't know.
I would give him one of the weapons that I have.
Yeah, medium.
Yeah. And I'd get ready. So let's see. How do I want to do this?
So if you do throw the grenade, then there's going to be fog, and that's going to, even if you draw them away, that's going to block.
Oh, I
us
never
from
said
going
I'd arm
Yeah.
it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you just throw a random grenade, or just like
I
basically
mean,
a
that
rock?
will get their attention.
I guess,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, if it doesn't go off, I don't think there's any difference between throwing that and throwing anything else.
Pretty much. But them seeing one of their own grenades is certainly going to get their attention, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
Fair point.
they might just think you don't know how to arm it properly.
All right.
All right,
so
well, I'm
here-
going to hide in a position to get around past them if they do chase.
All right, Bob. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this in two parts. I'm going to start with Spot to aim a grenade to land in the most opportune place, even though it's not going to be armed. Just I want to make it look like it's landing in the best place, and then I'm going to get somewhere quickly and dash down the other hallway.
Okay. I am actually going to need, before this, I need the rest of the group to successfully conceal themselves so that they can sneak past if this is successful. So Graham, you already talked about like hiding to take position. I only need one of the three not genes to do some sort of helping your group stay out of sight check.
I have act
The
unseen
two types of
unheard.
people. Gene
Yeah.
and
Not
not Gene.
But I can make a roll for that.
Sure.
All right, Jake, help your team get into position.
21.
21. Or Jake. Jake, you get the team set up.
Not
You're like,
Gene.
okay. Yeah. Okay, listen here, not Gene.
Category.
Um,
Don't remind me, okay?
Yeah, you're like, okay, I see where Gene's going to be running. You hear Rock basically say you guys need to, get out of the way while they go past, and you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, you're able to quickly point out a few positions where you're like, I would not look there. Oh, that place actually has. You actually identify more spots than you need, so the three of you are easily able to get into position. Gene, let's get their attention.
All right. So I'm going to use spot check and try and aim this not armed grenade to land in the most opportune place. 16.
On a 16, it lands perfectly right at their feet and like spins, and it does that thing where it spins and slides perfectly to literally slide and hit into the foot of one of the people standing there, as all of them look down at it and like brace themselves and see that it's not going off. And like there's like this like, you've actually rattled them a little bit, because it's one of those like they all tense up and then like untense warily all at the same time when they look at where it's coming from, because the grenade isn't going off. If anything, you've confused them slightly.
And
as they all see you having thrown the grenade, they quickly pull up weapons on you, and whether or not you're able to start this chase with being shot at or not is going to depend on this next roll.
Okay, regardless of whether I get shot at, as I run away, they're going to hear me yell, shit, I forgot to arm it.
You need to say a one-liner too and say like, Noesis mandate, more like Noesis snore date. Something to really get their attention.
Oh,
Okay.
that'll really make him mad.
26.
But guys, these are the Noblesse affair.
Oh, yeah. God
Oh,
damn it.
fuck, I got them mixed up. I don't regret what I said. I forgot. I got them mixed up.
He doesn't
All
know
right.
what.
Anyway, Gene, you quickly dart away as you are so fast with a 26, a 20 plus 6, that you are around the corner before any of them remembers to raise their weapons. And they're like, shit, get after them. And it was so incongruous and so quick that they don't even think. They don't even think to not chase you. All of you watch as this patrol just runs by. The weapons raised. The guy in front has his gun out and is just sprinting. He has two other people behind him who are like watching around. It is only because of the good hiding spots Jake found you that they do not peg the rest of you on their way. But Jean is able to lead them on a merry chase.
That worked out really well.
Graham will get on the radio and go, "Hey, Torsay, sorry to bug you. Jean is currently running towards Cass's group with a patrol of guards that need to be shot at, but don't shoot Jean."
Oh, okay. I'll let the group know. Oh, yeah, Cass is on. I'll get in touch with Cass. You keep going.
Thanks. All right, we should move quickly. Let's go.
Cue Scooby-Doo door scene.
Yeah.
All right. You guys move forward and know that around the next corner, you're starting to move into the suites and cabins section of the ship. Also, command layers. There are places that are more akin to like meeting rooms at this part of the ship, right? Like conference rooms, strategy rooms, logistics rooms on this part of the ship. You all know, due to Torsay, confirming which room they're in exactly, where Sill's team is holed up. You know that once you round the next corner, you will be face to face with whatever team is guarding Sill's room and whatever that large energy signature was.
Okay.
So you have to decide what you're doing with the drone here, because like legitimately, like if you round the corner, they will be within range to shoot you. So if you want to set up the drone not while under fire, you would have to do it from here. Otherwise, you would round the corner, they would start shooting you and you can set up the drone. But it would be a more straight shot to where they are. So it depends on how you're planning on using the drone.
I think we use it here. Fly it up to them. I'll blow it up, and then we engage.
All right. Now, is this the plan that the rest of the team agrees to?
Yeah. Any
I
thoughts?
think so. Does anyone want to use my grenade here? Because I'm going to take the time to get set up. The gun that I'm going to try to use here is ordnance. So I'm basically going to lose a turn to get set up in a position to shoot them the next turn. I guess I could throw a grenade with that, huh? Move and throw a grenade to get set up.
If you set up on this side of the corner, you would already be set up to shoot anyone who comes around, but you don't know if they're going to do that. If you're going to follow the explosion around the corner, then it's exactly like what you said. You're going to have to take a second to set up, and then you can start shooting.
I mean, I have
what do you
grenades.
guys? What do you think we should do? Should we just try to outfire them, or do you want to try to lure them around a corner, or what?
I think it's more interesting to lure them around the corner, just because it'll be sort of a fish in a barrel situation, I think.
Okay, then I'm gonna take up a spot down the hallway a little bit more.
Yeah.
Then aiming towards the corner that we're at now.
Okay, and I'll still send the drone down and blow it up on their position, and then.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have to do something to alert them to us and have them come to us, but yeah, I guess so.
I mean, we could literally do what Jean did, where it's just sort of like make some sort of noise or something that draws their attention.
I say throw a grenade in with the drone after it blows up, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that too.
If we're lucky, that will take care of them right there.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky.
All right. So, Jake, why don't you, after the drone blows up, why don't you follow that up with a grenade?
Yeah, I mean, tried and true.
You're-
That's
You're very good
deal.
at throwing grenades.
I got an arm. I got a look. If I weren't here, I'd be in Spaceball. I got the arm for it. Everything
was
has
in
a prefix with
varsity.
space.
He's wearing
Oh,
his
man,
varsity
you were-
jacket.
There's
You're
a-
setting,
There's a
you're
reason
setting
why.
flags all over the place right now, man. I don't
There's
know
a
about
reason-
this.
Look, there's a reason why he's partially based on the Scout in Team Fortress 2. Okay, there's a reason.
Sure.
I haven't had a chance to say bonk yet, but it would just wait. I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find a defensible cover best I can and aim down the
Absolutely.
hallway. Yeah.
So I'll set up the drone. And when everyone looks like they're in position, like I'll nod, and then I'll start like remote controlling it to go around the corner and down the hall towards the baddies.
I just had a thought. We come up with these ideas and strategies. I wonder what we're missing. I wonder what other people come up with when they're like listening to us. They're like, why didn't they just do that?
It's so obvious.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We'll see.
All right. Nestor, now you did sacrifice some of the piloting mechanisms in order to make it a more effective weapon.
Right.
So this is going to be a little bit more difficult to pilot, making this a difficult check.
I see. I'm going to use get somewhere quickly, and without complications. Is that
would be fine
applicable?
for you, but
But
you're
not for
not
the
getting
drone.
anywhere quickly. You're controlling something.
Yes, that is fair enough.
What skill triggers do you have?
Blow something up, get somewhere quickly, hack or fix, invent or create, investigate, patch, and spot. The only thing I can
Blow
think
something up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it
Live here,
seems.
right?
I think that's the intent.
use explosives to. I mean, I think I sort of like figured out how it's going to explode, right?
Right, but you're essentially driving a guided bomb.
True, that's true. Use
I would
explosives
say
to totally
you-
wreck something.
The way I would feel this out is I would let you use the trigger from blow something up to be part of this guided missile.
Okay, got it.
Because you also need to know when to trigger your mechanism that blows it up.
Yeah, that's true, and like in the most like ideal spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you have a way to see what the drone is seeing, or are you just like an RC car? Or you're at the back of the hallway, like watching it as it goes down and just trying to find like the right time to make it explode?
I think is it reasonable to say there's a way for me, like, do we have maps, like map data that's being fed into anything?
Only if you have a special thing that does that.
Okay, so no, I think based off of like what I could do in a short amount of time, I don't really have a way to see what it's seen. I'm just gonna time
if you
it.
had a special piece of equipment, like like one of those like data things that is like hooked into your head or something like that, I'd be like, okay, well, you could like interface it with such a way so you could like first person pilot it or something. I think you're piloting this like a remote controlled drone.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And since I don't want them to see me, I think I just have to time it out.
Yeah.
Like
this
okay,
is going to be
I know
by feel.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's reasonable to assume that Nestor has probably figured out how fast it can move as it's moved with him. So he should be able to, time pretty accurately, at least how far it should take to get to where he needs to go, right?
Yeah. And that's why you're going to be able to attempt this. It's just hard. So let's go ahead and make that pilot check with difficulty. Again, oh, by the way, I'm I'm adding difficulty, but I'm still keeping the fact that your background is active for using a drone. So that cancels the difficulty out. So this is a flat roll. It's a flat roll because you got difficulty and accuracy.
Got it. Okay. Let's see what I get. 17.
Hey, there we go. That's what we like to see. Even if you had max difficulty, it still would have worked.
Yeah, it still would have worked. Yeah.
It hovers and bobs through the air. It looks remarkably like it's supposed to. Only when it's turning the corner do you all realize it's moving oddly. That's when the enemy realizes it's moving oddly too, as it's coming towards them. And you hear someone go, "Hey, what's up?" And then whoosh, as a huge fireball, because it's a combination of the grenade exploding and also the what was ignitable of the drone going up at the same time. And loud sound, people yelling. And then there is a disconcerting quiet afterwards where you don't know what's happened. How long do you wait?
Jake, do you want to... I nod at the corner.
Yeah. Jake, do you want to get a haircut? It's your turn.
Jake kind of does that look back and forth a few times, and then he just kind of shrugs and goes, "All right." And he kind of pokes. You know what he does? You know what he does? He pokes a he pulls out his hat. He puts his hat around the corner to see what happens.
Jake, as you approach the corner, there is smoke wafting around the corner, and wow, like Nestor did a great job. Like you see all the scorch marks on the ground. In fact, one of the people who came over to investigate why the sentry drone was floating funny had actually advanced to come over to the corner. And as you start approaching the corner and can see around it a little bit, you see him just singed on the ground. You don't hear too much movement or voices around or anything like that. And you hold your hat and you're like, okay, Nestor did a bang up job. That was a great plan.
Great job, nerd.
You hold your hat out, and the second you do, a harpoon-sized spike causes it to fling out of your hand and gets pinned to the wall behind you.
Yeah, I'm going to use the grenade.
All right, what do you do, Jake?
Yeah, I mean, I can probably get a sense on... I haven't met Astra, so it can't be signed.
In chat is... Jeremy wrote, "That was a signed Astro Jammin' hat."
hey, you could have bought it off the black market.
Well, I mean, given how much crap we go through, I don't think I want to risk losing a signed memorabilia in a gunfight. So
it was an Astro Jammin' signature, anyways.
So yeah, your hat, a harpoon. I'm serious. It's 3 foot long. Like a 3 foot long spike with harpoon-like ridges on the front, pierces the hat, flies into the back wall, tearing out of your hand.
Oh shit! I'm gonna sort of chuck a grenade. I mean, in that general direction, see what happens.
Okay, so you just chuck a grenade around the corner without looking.
I mean, in the general direction of it's a hallway. It's kind of obvious what direction it's coming from, but yes.
I just need to know whether you're looking or not.
I will look.
It makes this a dangerous check then.
What was that, Jay?
So you do I just want to make sure you're picturing this right. We're at a corner, right? You just put your hat out there and a harpoon went through your hat. So you could just quickly chuck a grenade around the corner.
That might be better. The more I think
poke
about
your head out.
I think the fact that my hat just got shut up with by a fucking harpoon makes me think I don't want to look.
I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do, but like,
no. As soon as I said yes, I'm like, wait, what did I just agree to? And then Bob,
look, we don't know that it's a rapid fire harpoon gun.
Yeah,
it
maybe he has
needs
to
reload.
Also consider you only need one hand to shoot a harpoon gun. You can use the other hand to shoot a gun.
That's true. Also, you only need one harpoon to shoot out a Jake head. So, conversely, you know.
Okay, I'm not looking, Bob.
All right, so throw a grenade. This is just going to be a flat pilot check, not dangerous.
Okay, I can still use my blow something up trigger.
You can use a blow something up trigger.
All right. 14.
On a 14, the thing you wanted to happen happens, which is you throw a grenade around the corner, armed, in the direction of the thing that fired at you. You hear an explosion. It wafts some of the gas from some of the smoke from the previous explosion that has not yet been vented by the life support systems down the hallway. You all watch this as it like puffs out and around the corner. And there is.
I like to imagine Jake pulls out his backup hat. And then holds it out there.
Identical to the last hat.
Yeah, exactly identical.
You know, I was going to make that joke. I think it's real now. Yeah, Jake has a backup hat. He switches to the backup hat.
There are a couple of seconds where after the explosion, there is silence. And then, Jake, you start to hear chunk, 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 as the ground gently vibrates as something approaches.
I'm booking it over to Rock.
All right, Jake retreats away from the corner, back down the hallway, as coming through the smoke at the corner, something the size as maybe of like a bull, right? Like the size of a bull. So it's big, right? Like bigger than any of you. A mechanical, four-legged, mobile drone turret. It has like these two arms that are spaced out onto either side that seems to have like racks of these harpoon launchers to either side. It has like a little dome in the center to which those two racks are mounted, and then it has these four big long legs that are thick. They're not spindly spider-like legs. They are four like big, like almost look like they've been repurposed off of a loader mech, and then just chunk as it like is starting to speed up as it is rounding the corner, and the top, like a turret, like is just spinning on a single axis. You can see along one leg where there is some scorching and some scrapes from the grenade that Jake just threw, but it does not seem to be impeding it at all as it rounds the corner, and as it turns to face all of you, swoof, another harpoon fires out of it. I'm going to roll 1d4. Gene, my friend.
He's not there.
The harpoon,
today's lucky customer.
Would have targeted you were you there. In this situation, it means it doesn't target any of you. It just flies down the hallway past you all.
I just attributed
That's
it to
where
my...
Gene would have been standing.
That's where Gene would have been standing.
Gene's
This is more
just
like
too
an
fast,
intimidation
man.
thing. It turns and it fires down the hallway, but none of you are close enough to it.
I would just like to say
That's the free shot it gets coming around the hallway.
Gene shivers, having felt the harpooning from halfway across the spaceship. Glad
It's like
I'm
someone
not there.
stepped on your grave.
I would like to shoot this thing.
Absolutely,
if that
you
is
do.
admittable to you, sir. Yeah, I mean, I don't I guess I want to aim for its turret. You said there was a dome connecting the turret pods to it.
There is like a orbish like dome in the center to which the two turrets mounts are attached on either side. So it's like there's a little main body that's like an orb, and to either side of the orb are two racks of like ordnance that are attached to it, and then that orb on the bottom is attached to like an apparatus that has these four legs on it. The center orb itself almost looks like a black plexiglass, like it's shinier than the rest of the creature.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to take out the orb that the turrets are on then.
To shoot this thing effectively is 2 difficulty.
Wow, sir.
Well,
I believe your gun has an accuracy on it, so it would only be with 1 difficulty for you.
Can we help him at all with this roll, or is it just on him?
This is going to be Graham's first attempt at this. You guys can do setup if you want to work together.
Sure.
But as of right now, this is Graham taking a shot at it.
22.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even
Wow.
with the deep, strong armor on this thing, you are already in position with a very powerful marksman rifle. And as soon as it comes around, as basically what some people think is the best shot in the entire rebellion, fire at this plexiglass at the center of the creature, and dead on as you watch a couple of hairline cracks spider out on that central orb. It has not stopped it, though.
Sure.
It continues to advance. It is picking up speed as it is charging towards your team.
I will shoot it as well on the dome where the cracks are forming, hoping that maybe that's enough to break it.
All right,
My
this is
medium
with double
signature.
difficulty. What are you using? Looks to me like a flat pilot check.
Flat pilot check with double difficulty.
I mean,
based on your skills.
use spot, right? I mean, I would say couldn't you use spot? If you're
it is
aiming for that spot.
It is obvious that is where the weak spot is, right? Like, I'd
Okay.
allow spot
Yeah.
if you were aiming at a secret weak point. It
That's
is like
true.
obvious that's where you should be shooting. It's whether Nestor is a good enough shot is what it comes
Yeah.
down to here.
All right. So with difficulty, it's you do 2d6 and you pick the worst one.
Yeah, keep highest.
Yeah, it is one of the 2d6 is subtracted from your total, so the worst of the 2d6 gets removed.
KH1 after we'll do it.
Okay.
So yeah, if you do 2d6 KH1, it'll keep the highest of the 2d6.
Yeah, it'll fit the roll just right.
Okay.
Or, we can do it manually, like plebs. Okay.
I don't know if I did it right.
No, you did.
Yeah, you
I did,
rolled a
and I
16.
rolled
Looks right.
an 11.
Yeah. You rolled a 15, and then a 4 got subtracted. So
Okay.
It's over
Cool.
10. I don't think I got it right. That makes sense.
I just honestly was expecting to fail.
Now, okay, this is on me. I should have said this.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
I
It should be
assume-
we all know
obvious
it's
this is a dangerous.
dangerous.
Okay. It should
I
be
assumed
obvious
it
this is
was
a
dangerous.
roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
you almost didn't even need to say.
Listen, you don't have to say it every time. We know.
Nestor, you fire at the center of this thing, and surprising yourself most of all. You are on target. Your adrenaline has like maxed out at seeing this thing. You draw your weapon and aim down on it and fire, and you watch as the cracks are spidering and worsening around whatever this central control mechanism is, which Nestor, somewhere in the back of his unpanicked mind, is probably identifying as whatever its main control cluster is. But the Nestor who's firing doesn't know that other guy exists right now, because the guy who's firing is the panicking one. But you are on target. As you're on target, the turret drone turns and fires back at you. Whoof, as a huge harpoon flies through the air. Nestor, this is going to do 4 armor piercing damage.
Ouch. Okay. I'll take you down to 5 HP.
As a subsequent problem to the harpoons, when you have been harpooned by this thing, you are knocked prone, and unless you move the harpoon, you will continue to hurt yourself every time you take an action.
Has it literally impaled me?
It is literally impaled you. You have been impaled
Jesus
by a harpoon.
Christ.
No, not a good
That
day
is
for
not
Nestor.
good. That is very bad.
It has not hit anything vital, but removing the harpoon will hurt.
Yeah.
And acting with the harpoon in you will hurt.
Okay.
Dumb question. I assume there's like a harpoon gun with a loader.
No, I think
I
these
don't understand the
harpoons
question.
just appear out of thin air.
No. Like, is like the loader for the harpoon gun? I could have worded that better. Is there like an obvious limit, or is there like a huge pile of harpoons it's shooting?
These, I mean, I'm calling them harpoons, but they're spikes. It's like, what if someone was shooting a bolter at you, right? Like, the big things that are on the side of its main body are big enough to probably hold like 50 of these things. You don't know how much it has in there. You don't know how big the mechanisms, you don't know how big the firing mechanisms are. You don't see an ammo feed, so to speak, but it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's not like it has 3 harpoons attached to the side of it and it's fired 2 of them. You know, it's like imagine 2 big rectangles. Like, these kind of look like missile pods, right? You don't know how many missiles are in there, but some amount of them, except this guy has harpoons.
Right.
I imagine something like a little bit bigger than like a pencil or something. I mean, obviously longer, thicker, and whatever, but like
they're like 2 to 3 feet long. Like, they're long.
Sure.
Yeah, they're huge.
In terms of thickness, they're a little thicker than a pencil. But a pencil is close.
Okay.
You just hear Nestor cry out in pain. And then he looks down at himself and sees the spike has impaled him. And he's like, oh, God, I'm going to die. He's like fully freaked out.
As Nestor yells, chunk, 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 as it's charging your position.
Does Jay... To use the gun again, and Jay needs to, Rock needs to prepare another use, I guess. Is that how that works?
No, he's already set up in position. Okay. So
ordnance means that it has to be the first thing I do in a round, so to speak. So
okay.
So think about that in terms of, outside of Lance, like I'm set up. It's the first thing I'm doing each round.
It's basically he needs to be braced to fire it effectively.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to provide some covering fire to give, to basically distract it enough for Rock to take another shot at it.
Okay.
I think marksmanship is probably the best thing here.
Okay. How are you shooting at it such to provide that benefit to Rock?
Drawing its attention.
Okay. This is still going to be dangerous. But if you're only looking to distract it to provide a benefit to Rock and not to try for a telling blow, it will only be a pilot check and you won't incur the 2 difficulty.
That's the intent, yeah.
Okay, then yes, you can make a marksmanship check that's dangerous.
All right. 20.
Oh.
Nice. All right. With a 20, Jake, you advance on it, and you realize as you're getting closer to it, it's not going to turn to fire on you, because to do so, it would have to untarget from the rest of the group, because you're kind of splitting its focus in that way. But you're able to get close and start just unloading on it, and as you do so, it has to slow down and almost like reconsider charging you so that you don't surround it. You have slowed its advance.
Excellent.
Rock, because of this, there is one less difficulty because of Jake's help. So if you fire on it, your one accuracy and one difficulty will cancel with each other.
Okay. I mean, I'll take it. Hope for the best. A 9.
That is unfortunate. You fire at it and it goes just off. The thing that has started backing up because Jake was advancing on it makes an unexpected move, lowers its front, and then rears up like an angry donkey or horse and kicks out with its giant loader legs, snapping at Jake's legs to try and break them out from under him. Jake, you're going to take 3 pilot damage and are knocked away from it.
Rude. Okay, so I'm at 6 now.
You are sent spinning along the floor. It didn't break your leg, but it was damn close to, as you go ass over tea kettle, kind of rolling away from it. It is getting ready to continue firing now that it has pushed you all back in the same direction as each other. Nestor, what do you do?
Okay, anything I do, if I don't do anything, do I still take damage?
If you don't do anything, you won't take damage. It'll just fire unimpeded.
Right, okay.
If you remove the harpoon, that will be your action, and it will hurt, but it will remove the harpoon. If you do something else, it will hurt, but you get to do that action.
He will remove the harpoon.
All right. You try to do so carefully and with some of your medical supplies. This is not a check. It is just something you can do. You put a pressure bandage over top of it. Not enough to be a patch, not healing in that way, but it prevents you from bleeding out as you pull the harpoon and then quickly put a pressure bandage over top of it. But the pain is immense because these are barbed harpoons. So as you tear it out, it is going to do 1 armor piercing damage to you.
Okay.
As it just hurts to rip it out.
Okay.
But that is your turn. Doing that takes your turn.
Nestor looks like all the blood has drained from him. He's just like really not looking great.
All right.
You got anything else, Jake? Or
I'm thinking, is there a camera? Like, how does it know? Is there anything obvious for how it's able to pick its targets?
Probably in that little glass dome.
Okay.
We called Torsay. Maybe she could do something.
That's a thought. Yeah, actually, can I I'll give Torsay a ring real quick to see she can help with the situation.
Constellation.
Hey, Constellation, we got a problem. There's this spider mech thing with harpoons. It's kind of fucking us up. Is there anything you can do on your end?
Oh shit. Okay. You hear typing in the background. That's what that was. Okay. Hope this helps. You spend your turn calling Torsay for help. She activates the fire suppression system in the hallway as a bunch of gas extinguishers in the corners of the hallway spray down on top of it, and a fine mist obscures all vision in the hallway for the next round.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
You can't see it, and it can't see you for the next actions you take.
Okay.
All right, so Rock, Nestor, and Jake, what do you do? Oh, right. It just can't see, and that was Jake's turn, so I'm going to do this again. Hey, it fired at the empty space that Gene used to occupy again.
I just imagine every time it hits that spot, it just takes out another of Jake's hats.
Or Gene. I hate Gene and Jake. Your names confound me.
I know.
I'll tell you what, Gene, let's swap names.
No, do not.
I can banish you to the Negazone at any time.
No.
But yes, Harpoon, as the fire suppression system fills the hallway with this like anti-fire gas, it is nearly impossible to see. But you see the mist swirl as agitated by a harpoon flying through the air, cutting through it like a hole.
Is there anywhere I can go hide?
Yeah, you can go down like other hallways. You can try to like scramble into a room nearby. You tell me.
Nestor's like, he's holding his side where he got impaled. He's like, I need to get out of here. And he runs down the hallway, or limps down the hallway, and turns a corner. I'm assuming there's just some intersecting hallway.
Yeah, there is.
Where he's going to get out of line of sight. And once he turns the corner, he'll just put his back up against the wall and slide down to the floor.
All right, Nestor used this turn to get himself out of danger. Jake and Rock.
So we're both. So both the mech and us are our accuracy is impacted with the suppression system going on.
Essentially blind.
Okay. Do I have a general idea of where the mech is? I mean, I guess I do.
Yep, you do. You have a general idea where it is.
I might take advantage of the chaos to get behind it.
Okay, try and get on the other side of it. Absolutely,
Yeah,
you can try to do that.
If it actually sucks, I might as well take advantage of it.
All right.
Before you do, because putting yourself on the other side of a thing I'm shooting at could be dangerous.
I know.
I want to take another shot.
Go for it.
But I don't want to invoke assault. I want to invoke show off. Because if I make this shot through everything, I think it's the biggest show off possible.
No, you should do it. You should do it.
Because of the ridiculous amount of malices that this is under, this is 3 difficulty. You can take your accuracy to take one of those off, so you have 2 difficulty on this. It is not dangerous because it can't quite see you, and yeah, you should trigger show off for this.
it's lower roll, but
the way I see it is this is a 1 in a million shot. It's so impossible it's going to happen.
It's 2 difficulty then.
It is 2 difficulty. Yes.
Okay. Cool. 6.
Okay. That worked the way it probably should have.
Yeah.
You fire into the mist, and much like the harpoon, just drills a hole through the mist as you see just the edge of the thing in the mist, almost like a lurking monster, as it is blown out of the way by your shot and quickly refills back in. All right, Jake.
Okay. Yeah. I think act unseen or unheard applies here, just because I'm not trying to.
This will be dangerous just because you're getting close to it to get past it.
Understood. All right, here we go. 9.
That is super unfortunate, because what happens is you are like, okay, I can use this opening to get past it. It can't shoot right now, so that's kind of what it's preparing for. This is a very advanced piece of tech, because as you go to charge past it, it is like it was waiting for someone to try this, as it kicks up one of its legs and basically kicks you square in the chest, sending you flying back down the hallway, probably past where Rock is positioned. You see another hole drilled through the mist. Jake's body as he is flung down the hallway by a strong kick to his chest. Jake, this is going to be 3 more pilot damage, and you are thrown literally 15 feet.
I like the visual of Jake being like, all right, I'm going in. And you see him run into the fog. And then a second later, his body is flung back out of the fog.
Yes, I like that too.
There is totally a Wilhelm scream involved.
Oh, man.
Good luck.
All right.
Yeah, I have nothing else to do but give it one more shot, and then after that...
The fog clears. As the fog clears, it is casting about for targets. The easiest target is the person who's been flung on the ground, which is Jake, as it aims at Jake if no one else does anything.
Please do something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to shoot at it, being the biggest threat to it.
Dangerous check with 2 difficulty.
Trying to think if there's anything I can do to help at all. at all.
Pray to your god.
Pick a god and pray.
It's not very far away, right?
No, it is not. It was up until the last round advancing on your position.
Is it far enough away that I'd feel comfortable throwing a grenade first to disorient it and then take a shot?
It is far enough away that if you don't botch a grenade throw, you won't be in range of it.
Oh, so it's far enough away that, okay. So I wanted to do that to help take a difficulty away, mainly. But
it takes more than a small effort to aim and throw a grenade, so that would kind of be your action for this round. Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna take the shot then. 14.
All right.
I actually did 3 difficulty, but it doesn't matter.
It did matter because you duplicated 1 of the 2 4s, and you rolled well enough that you negated it. It is a dangerous check, so you do fire, and with a satisfying, shattering sound, the protective glass around the center control mechanism shatters as you fire into it, as it spins on your position, Graham, and fires a harpoon, catching you for 4 armor-piercing damage. You are flung back by this shot, and you have a harpoon in you. But its central control mechanism is now open.
And destroyed.
And is open.
Yeah, it opened because it was destroyed, right?
Plexiglass has been destroyed, my friend.
The boss's second life bar.
The plexiglass would have to be destroyed because the rest of it is too, right?
Oh, okay, I see. No.
Well,
you now see the boss's second life bar.
Okay, hear me out.
It is very obvious what was under the plexiglass now. It is a variety of optical sensors, you have opened up a part of it that is like, oh, this is like the actual control stuff. It is like you see motors, you see little cameras on swivels, you see like little targeting reticles, you see what appears to be like a large box that probably contains the central processing hardware for it. But it is still moving and it fired at you and it is not stopped yet.
How's your health looking, by the way, Jay?
I'm alive. I'm at 8.
Okay. Because I think, Todd, you're on your last couple. I'm on 3. I'm just trying to take stock of what we can risk at this point.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to... Go ahead,
okay,
sorry.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, is it... any of us can take a turn? I forget like where we are.
It is Nestor or Jake should act next.
Okay.
Because Graham is in the process of being thrown to the ground by a harpoon.
I feel like after being kicked a second time, I should probably delay the recover. So if you want to go, Todd, feel free.
Okay. I'm not gonna do anything useful with the mech yet, but I'm gonna patch myself.
Oh, good idea.
So, he's gonna apply a patch to his wound, and that's gonna bring my HP up to 10. So that's gonna really make me feel better.
All right. The large thing is getting ready to continue bearing down the hallway at all of you as it presses its assault. Jake, what do you do?
I think I'm going to round the corner to hang out with Nestor, just because I want to get into a better position.
Okay. If you're fully focused on getting out of harm's way, while it has the opportunity to aim at you, this won't be a dangerous check, but it will be dangerous if you fail because it will try to fire at you. So what are you using to get out of harm's way?
Stay cool, because speed.
Dexterity, speed, or precision under pressure. Yeah, it's bearing down at you. It will shoot you if you don't like roll behind a corner, right?
Yeah.
So let's do stay cool.
Okay, let's see what happens. Oh my god, 9.
Jake, you attempt to stay cool. As you stand up, you feel your chest, like the intercostal muscles in your chest are sore. You're worried maybe you've broken a rib, but you can't think about that now. You just need to get out of harm's way. You just need to thunk as a harpoon lodges directly in your chest, and you're sent flying, taking 4 armor-piercing damage.
I'm at -1.
As Fox, unconscious and bleeding, is sent spiraling to the ground.
Did he at least make it to my side of the wall?
No, he is out in the open. You would have to reach out and pull him behind the wall if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, I failed
but
the check.
Nestor, I imagine because of drama, Nestor sees this. He's hiding behind the wall. He sees Jake struggling on the ground. Jake gets up and starts to limp over towards where Nestor is hiding. Nestor, you see the whole thing. Jake just takes a spear right in the chest and goes flopping to the ground like an arm's reach away from where you are.
Nestor's like, no, Jake!
Whenever a pilot is reduced to 0 HP, roll 1d6 for your down and out roll.
Remind me how this works.
On a 6, your pilot barely shrugs off the hit and they return to 1 HP. On a 2 to 5, your pilot gets the down and out status and remains at 0 HP and stunned. They're unconscious, pinned, bleeding out, or otherwise unable to act. If you're in mech combat, that doesn't apply here. If you take any more damage while being down and out in this way, you die. On a 1, your pilot's luck has run out, and they die immediately. So roll a very dangerous d6 for me, Jake.
Oh, God.
Oy vey.
Roll 1.
Well,
Here's a fun roll. On a roll of
hate
2 to
this.
5, you can choose for your pilot to die rather than becoming down and out if you want.
I mean, I could ham it up. Well, 5 and 6 shot of not dying. That's decent odds.
So
Oy
many
vey.
flags.
I know. 2.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, you were, you
I
were
know.
so
I know.
close to dying.
I know.
I warned everyone. I
Oh,
warned the
man.
pilots going into this.
Yeah, you sure
That
did.
this I was
No
was just gonna
punches
run
are
the
pulled.
rolls. No punches pulled. If they die, they die. That was fun though.
I just provide emotional support the rest of the mission.
Man, I just want a suit made out of that plexiglass. Is all. Be invincible.
It would be
It's probably
incredibly heavy.
Yeah.
Man,
Whatever. I'm down and out.
man, if Jake died, I would just imagine that his hat just came flying down, landed on his head, covering his face as he died.
But I already had my backup hat on. It'd be a hat on top of a hat.
It was your 4th hat, your 4th favorite hat, man.
Oh no. Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
Good luck.
Jake looks like he's dying, Nestor.
I would like
Are there?
to go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I would like to. So I'd like to pull him over to where I am and apply a corrective to his wounds. This would bring him back to consciousness of 1 HP.
Yeah, it instantly stabilizes an unconscious down and out pilot at 1 HP. Absolutely. You can use your turn to do that.
Okay. And
Thank you.
what about me pulling him to safety? Is that a roll?
He is right there.
Okay.
I am considering your whole turn is you pull him up against the wall next to you. I imagine the corrective is kind of like an adrenaline shot, right? You like pull it out and then jam it into his chest and then press down the plunger and then Jake goes,
Yeah, I like that. It describes it as a plastic-like sheet that you place over the wounds.
Screw that.
But I prefer your version. Let's make that canon.
Yeah.
It's an adrenaline shot from Pulp Fiction.
Get the shot.
You know, Nestor, and Jake maybe blearily in the back of his mind knows, he still has that harpoon in him.
Yeah. It does.
If you don't heal him, he'll take 1 HP and go down and out again. So,
That's a great point.
yeah, that harpoon is trouble. And if you tried to remove it while he was down and out, it might have killed him. So not a whole lot of good options right now for Jake.
I gotta get this thing dead.
Yeah.
Its stuff is all exposed up top, right?
Yeah, it's all exposed. You've broken away all its armor.
Is that the penalties that I've been having for shooting at it, or is it just hard to hit, period?
It is hard to hit the small area that is its actual like vulnerable spot. You could have shot its legs, but it would have done nothing. You could have shot its like missile pods, it would have done nothing. There is a very small part you can effectively hurt. I will say because you broke its plexiglass, that removes one of the difficulties.
Okay.
Because you both had to be on target and do enough damage to hurt the glass. Now you just need to be on target.
But an area damage like a frag grenade.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be protected from that anymore.
Okay. I'm gonna take my last frag grenade and cook it. And try to aim for the top of its head and throw it at it. And if I hit the top of the head, I would like to say bonk.
Here's the advantage you get on this.
Nice.
You don't have to worry about being on target. If it's even close, it will hit. So I just need a successful pilot check to pull this off.
It's just going to be assault. No bonuses or negatives, right?
On a failure, it will attack you, but it is not considered dangerous in that way because it's literally like it either works or it doesn't. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you hurt. You have the harpoon in you. Doing this without removing the harpoon will cost you 1
damage.
AP damage.
Okay. All right. That's fair. 19.
With a 19, you, in an incredible amount of pain, on the ground, reach down, grab your grenade, cook and throw, and as it like flies up to where the control cluster is for this mech, explodes, engulfing the central control cluster in the explosion, and it stops moving as the cloud of shrapnel dissipates. You watch the whole thing sink down. That's the only indication you have that you've destroyed it. Like, the legs are no longer supporting the center. The center just droops down until it's touching the ground and the legs are no longer supporting it.
Okay.
But it's no longer moving.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm going to just try to get over to Nestor and take my harpoon out. Ask him for help, maybe.
I'll say to you, throw me that patch you have. Do you still have it?
Yeah, for sure. I'll toss it to you.
Well, I'll grab it and I will carefully take out the harpoon from
Jake.
From Jake while simultaneously applying the patch.
All right. As you do so, Jake, you will not die.
Oh, good. I was worried about that.
Because you take the 1 damage and are given half of your health, just set yourself to half HP.
Okay.
Nestor has saved you.
Thank you.
Can I pull mine out as well? What do I take for that?
You just take 1 damage to pull it out, and then it stops being continuing damage.
Okay. It should be at 6 then.
We're all just like kind of lying on the floor in great pain.
Yeah, really.
We got our asses
Gene made it?
I sure hope so, because I don't know if we're gonna make it.
I really want to get back in my mech.
Meanwhile, Gene is getting some nice exercise, leading these men on a merry chase.
In my notes, notably, I have listed here as possible things that could happen. Optional risky opportunity to free yours team. I think this qualifies.
Yeah.
They're going to be helpful, hopefully, though.
We'll see. In fact, I think at the end of this fight, that's probably a good place to call the episode for the day. We can figure all the rest of this out when we come back from it.
Man, Gene's just running for a week now.
Just for for a while.
Weeks.
You're going to have to just wonder whether or not Gene made it safely. He did. He's fine.
He's the best, man.
Yeah, no, you're faster than Grease Sheet of Blood.
But the party has taken down an incredibly tough enemy. And we'll see what boon that has gained them the next time we play. But until then, we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
I...
I'm going to say it harder than chainsaw hands.